All right, good morning and welcome back on 41 Today. We have Dr. Saju Matthew joining us from Piedmont. First off, thank you for being here today.
Great to be here. Always excited to talk about medicine.
That's right. And today we are talking about that. I have a few questions for you. First off, we're talking about the importance of getting our bodies checked. And so I want to know, why is it so important that you guys are saying to get that annual physical? Why is it so important?
It's really interesting, Monica. A recent survey from Cleveland Clinic 2 years ago, 55% of men, not women, men do not get their annual physical screens. And that can be dangerous because for a lot of diseases and cancer, you may actually not have symptoms. So a lot of guys think, hey, if I'm healthy and I work out and I'm young, I'm 40, why would I see the doctor? Nothing's wrong with me. But it's actually exactly the opposite. If you come in to be screened, then we know better about your blood pressure. We know about your weight, your family history, blood work. We can look at your overall health and see if there's something that is suggesting some early diagnosis of high blood pressure, or possibly even cancer.
All right. Now, what ages, you're talking about having these physicals specifically for men, what ages should men be getting checked in regards to lung cancer, colorectal cancer? What ages should men start getting those checks?
So if you smoke consistently, say 1 pack a day, you've been smoking for the last 10 to 20 years, you should be screened. You should come in and screen regardless of what age that might be. And a lot of the screening does encompass, obviously, getting a good history, listening to your lungs. It might even start off with a chest x-ray. Now, colon cancer, unfortunately, Monica, is moving into the younger and younger populations. In fact, 4 years ago, when Chadwick Boseman, the Black Panther, died, I noticed a rise in the number of Black patients, especially, that were coming in saying, my God, I'm scared. So now the screening has moved from 50 to 45. But if you have a family history, we might even screen you sooner than that.
Wow, so the earlier the better in these cases.
The earlier, the better, because some of these symptoms for cancer may not even begin until later stages when it's already advanced. So if you come in and we pick up some form or sign of cancer early, then the prognosis will be a lot better.
All right. Now, lastly, what advice do you have for men who may be hesitant to get checked or just don't know if they should?
I think the first thing really is to find a doctor that you feel comfortable with. I tell patients when they walk into my room, this is a no judgment zone. You tell me exactly what's going on, I can be a better doctor to you. Also, when you talk to a doctor who is open with communication, there are different modalities. So, say, for instance, men, especially my African American men, they hate the prostate exam. They're like, Dr. Matthew, I don't want that. So what we could do is there are alternatives. Maybe we don't do the exam, but still check your PSA. In African American men, unfortunately, prostate cancer, you have a higher risk. And once you're diagnosed with prostate cancer, get this, Monica, it could be in an advanced stage. So it is important to get that screening done. And if you don't want the digital exam, we can at least check your PSA through the blood.
All right, so get those checks as soon as they can. Okay, and of
That's
course,
right.
like you said, there is no fear. There are alternatives. If you don't like one of the ways it's doing, there are ways to still get these checks.
That's right. Don't let an exam be the barrier. Do not come in because you're scared that I'm going to get a rectal exam, or Dr. Matthew is going to force me to get a colonoscopy. Now, we obviously recommend that you should get a rectal and the PSA for better screening. With colonoscopies, by the way, we can do also a stool test called a Cologuard. I'm not pushing for that, but I want patients to be realistic, and I want to be realistic. If you're not going to do a colonoscopy, I would rather you do a stool test so we can have some form of screening, which is better than nothing at all.
All right, well, thank you for that. We'll have more details on our website, 41nbc.com, to find out more about screenings and how you can make sure you are staying safe. Head on over to 41nbc.com.